Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for bench press day, and I'm keeping with what I've been doing. I'm kind of hitting a wall a little bit on the progression here, but I knew this had to happen sooner rather than later. Again, just completely unavoidable, and at this point, every pound, every rep I gain in this goal is going to require me to get bigger. All right, hypertrophy is going to be the name of the game. I've got to build bigger muscles. I have to build bigger tendons, which invariably means improved body composition because I need to do it staying down at this body weight I'm at. I need to be able to easily make a 220 weight class at any given point with a week's notice, right? Without a loss of strength, which means I don't even want to do 10-pound water cuts. I need to walk around just a few pounds over, be able to easily make weight anytime I want, right? Without cutting carbs or anything like that. So, it was challenging. It was 7 reps. I am working more and more on pausing those reps, and I'm more comfortable with how that set went than the last couple times I've done 7 with 315. But I want to state, based upon the bar speed and how that 7th rep felt, that was a true 7 rep max. So for people who look at that and go, really, that didn't look like a max, again, I know for me personally, I miss lifts that people are shocked I'm going to miss. They're like, that bar was moving so fast. How did you possibly miss that? I'm not good at grinding. I'm good at being explosive. So in that case, that was pretty much everything I had. So much so that my subsequent sets were weaker. So you guys notice those 275 work sets, what happened? Those were almost rep maxes. They had maybe at best 1 rep left in reserve. And that's a 50-50. They might have been 0 reps in reserve. So for my back off work, what did we do? We did 2 sets of 8 with 275, all pause. I did 2 sets of barbell rows for 10 reps with 265. Those are pretty challenging. I'm kind of right at limit weights for all of that too. I only recently was able to get to 10 with those, and then the dumbbells, I only last workout when I didn't do the barbell rows first, I've been able to get 10. So now I'm kind of at the best sets I've done in a really long time on both those lifts. The pressing strength, though, I can definitely tell I was fatigued from that peak set and then this other work because, again, went over to the incline work afterwards, tried to pause everything, and quite frankly, sets of 6 with a 225 was challenging. Now, I've managed to squeeze out 5 with 255 before, but that was a lot more fresh, wasn't it? Right? That was after only doing 1 real work set of flat bench. So I think it goes to show that, when we want to get stronger at this stuff deeper in the workouts, what we do early on matters. What we do early on matters. Now, I like the barbell rows here because of the deadlift carryover. I feel like they're a fantastic deadlift accessory movement. One of the reasons I do them, and I do them this way, and I'm not even going to argue with people who don't like the way I perform back exercises. People always complain, yet, when I used to do shirtless stuff and people would see me from behind, they're like, your back is ridiculous. Yeah, it's easily my best body part. Yet people sometimes don't like the way I row, which I find comical. It's like, okay, I work the hell out of my back when I do it. And again, rows like that are supposed to be explosive, right? Supposed to be explosive. And I get an intense pump in my whole middle back while doing them. And my grip. So they do what I want them to do. Inclines, though, were a little tough today, particularly trying to do quality reps, the 2x6 with 225. After having done the 3 hard sets of flat bench, they were challenging. Again, maybe, I feel like I left a rep in the tank. 1 rep in the tank. So realistically, 5 work sets today. Well, 5 work sets, with some of them are limit sets. All of them are at best or at worst 1 rep in reserve. Yeah, that's quality stimulus. And then everything else just needed to be back, biceps, triceps. Again, I'm going to have to get thicker. And I do feel like a lot of this upper back work needs to PR also. Why? I'm going to need to be able to control those eccentrics. I'm getting really good at putting the first rep where I want it on the rep work now. But when I go to max later, when I go to do that 405, I need my upper back to be strong enough to to control the eccentric and put it where I want it. And yes, I'm aware when I look at these now, the tricep vascularity is kind of crazy from the angle we can see on the incline benching. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But yeah, this incline work was really, really challenging today. That's because, again, the last workout or so, I didn't quite do this much volume. So I've got to get these work capacities with these challenging sets where they are. I mean, they're good now. 5 total work sets of pressing, near limit sets done twice a week will be good. It's what I need to grow. But I've got to be able to recover from all of it. And the recovery is the name of the game here. All right, these dumbbell rows with 115s, I got sets of 10 on both sides today, on both sets. So we're pretty much, technically this is a workload PR day for my back. Why? Because doing both exercises, I've now hit the reps with the weights that I've done when I've only done these by themselves within the last couple weeks. So I have not hit 10 reps with this dumbbell after doing barbell rows before. Now we did it for 2 sets. I've been doing 8s. So again, the work capacity is coming up there. What does that mean? That means the hypertrophy is improved. All right, band press downs. First I thought I didn't get all the sets recorded, but then I realized I had the power curls in between. On these, I'm just trying to do these to fatigue, pretty much failure on the last couple sets. Trying to get 40, 50 plus reps, just whatever I can get. My goal is to get over 200 reps. I'm skipping skull crushers. Why? My tendons did not feel recovered last time. They actually feel good today. This is the first day my tendons actually do feel recovered in a week from the skull crushers. However, the first day they feel better, I don't think I need to go do some skull crushers. I'm just going to do band work today. Keep that tendon health good, make sure they're recovered, get that work capacity up, because that's the thing, trying to lock those bands for the high reps is extremely difficult with that band tension. It's training the work capacity, and it's forcing me to try to accelerate through lockouts and then fighting against it, which again is going to vastly improve my lockout strength, particularly when fatigued, because that is one of the problems I run into. What do we see me run into on the bench sets? Whether it's incline or flat bench, when I get to limit sets, I can't quite lock. I struggle to lock the very last rep. Okay? Tricep work capacity needs to continue to come up so that I can get those quality sets, because those quality sets are not only the metric for where my bench is going to be, they're going to build the muscle that I need. And even though we know that the rep work on the benching hits pecs harder than triceps, again, really heavy work hits triceps a bit more, my triceps may be limiting some of the volume. And if they're limiting the volume, I've got to build that work capacity. We build that work capacity, we'll build more muscle in the pecs and front delts. Okay? We'll get more quality work in. Yeah, same thing there. You guys can see if it's as HD on whatever device you guys are watching as I'm seeing here, yeah, the tricep veins are crazy right there, at least on my screen. The vascularity is getting really good there. Again, lets me know that all this tricep work is paying off. Keep it moving forward, but I'm going to have to keep doing all the tricep work. I really need to keep focusing on incline. I'm not enjoying incline. It's uncomfortable, but I know that it carries over to my bench. It's what I'm going to have to do to reach those goals, to build the muscle where I need to build it to do what I need to do. And we're just going to keep moving forward. We're going to have to chip away with this little by little by little and keep recovery and tendons and joints healthy. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.